In June 16, you emptied the full clip clean. Bullets hit Hector P, couldn't make it through his teens. Massacred and slaughtered, actually recorded more shots than a movie scene. What happened in 73? Elevating education, their death was a feat. I'm paying homage, looking at the past from the present you see. Y'all gave a boost in courage for your descendants to speak. Y'all are the reason we the future of intelligent beings.
Yeah, it sounds like a campaign.
Well, let's just put it anything. I'm cool with it.
Documentary campaign cards,
Yeah, something kind of fine.
Because it still serves the purpose. 16K tips.
So I get it. Now, I'm thinking after I get it, we'll do extra stuff afterwards. So I was also, thinking, obviously, we want to do this thing anyway. We want to commit ourselves.
Anyway, like every single year we
Yeah, but obviously we have to redesign.
Yeah.
we have to
Why are we
The whole
doing this?
idea.
yeah.
16 years.
I think we are doing this in order to get ourselves right, and not just ourselves, but to get all the other guys around us right. Oh, because obviously the stigma and the myopism, we're not doing I'm sorry, get ourselves it's a nonsense. It is bothersome. It is bothersome, and other people might see it like but it plants something in their mind that still things are possible and people are doing
We need to
things
constantly motivate.
Yeah.
That's why we
That's what I was saying. Like, we need to, also for the kids, the kids need to have a reference point, not by hearsay, but to see it for themselves and say, oh, Puff used to do 1, 2, 3. Wow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And kids, I always say, sometimes you don't necessarily need to go out there to make it, you understand? But we could always start here and then make it out of the card. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Lena, I think positive reference
to make
point,
it out of the card, you have to be a card about
Yeah.
My name is Bafana Lecwamotse, otherwise known as Puff Indigo. I'm a lot of things, but as far as titles go, I'm a creative, I'm a poet, I'm now a multimedia producer. Yeah, basically the guy you go to make things happen. What makes me a cut above the rest is I'm able to make ends meet, in a sense that I'm able to combine ideas, make people share the same vision. So although it might not seem like much, but it's the same vision that is able to propel things from ideas to become something greater. It's nothing technical, it's about inspiring people. What June 16 means to me is change, that we as the youth are able to affect change. Whether it was then in 1976 or now, it means that we have the power, no matter how minuscule we might seem, but it means that we can practically affect change. The challenges I face within my craft is, as much as I hate to say it, but some ideas need you to have startup of some sort, a bit of capital to kickstart. So that becomes a problem. So those are the challenges that we face. How I overcome these challenges is through the power of collaboration. If you have something that I could use, I could have something that you could use. So us combining these two resources, I'm able to overcome these challenges. So it's no longer a matter of funds, it's a matter of sharing resources. My name is Bafana Lecwamotse, and I choose to be the solution.
My name is Reza Motswana, the last servant. Musimane Khapelo Bakeng. We represent in the Khut. Normally hip hop is what we live and it's what we do on daily basis. What makes me the Khut about the rest? It's because the work that I put in, especially when it comes to the art base, the musically and everything, the influence that I bring to the people who follow what we do. June 16, to me, it's a light. Like when I go through and check about it, I realize without that struggle itself, the lyrical prophet I am, like, to get that knowledge. Like the struggles that I face in my craft, lack of equipment within the surrounding, like lack of understanding what we're trying to do. So it's the simple living money self, proper marketing for the albums and everything. Can I say sometimes even getting beats, niggas, they end up using body beats it means like the producers out there, whereas one of the producers. So you can say the division around the people in the Khut. How I overcome these challenges, now on my side I can say like I try to combine like each and every artist, we help one another with the ideas, like and again otherwise. But really, if I can build something proper, like maybe a studio or something, then I can start to hook up with all the artists. But we need that space. Then people stop struggling and totally looking the thing around. Look into the future but never forget the past. Aspeki pa mo panzi lento si tete si tete. Kanti kwenze njani zwe la kiti la fala peli. Play complex buffet to stop if xenophobic attacks. Rotle right violence ain't gonna solve the problem. Sex, drugs, alcohol is not the solution. Baby girl sugar tedu zokshi you katele. Crime doesn't pay, ntwanu zostolu sechele. Time doesn't wait and will never be regained. Kamoke malweti cancer, HIV and AIDS. Week in, week out we taking mocha to the graves. Africans unite, maybe we'll be saved for bloodshed and tears. Tsetsulohilem for you and me to be free. Let me take you back to 1976, June 16. Soweto youth are present. We lost many souls. Hector Peterson, Mbuisa Makubo, Tieti Mashinini and the others. We still miss you where you were. Yeah, we still miss you where you were. Yeah, my name is Reza. I choose to be the solution.
I want to be the DJ Mataban. I'm a Khutsong first female DJ. What makes me cut above the rest is when I'm on the decks, be the DJ. That's how I am. Be unique, especially the female DJ. June 16 means to me but I will run it in especially education for everybody Africans so now. No, like I eat Africans. Because I guys Africans go school because of battle anything like education the way you link at the challenges that I face are people undermine me because I'm a female DJ. Back then, like I was the only female DJ, but who like I make you copy say this lot. The people like would always push me away. Next I give up. Whatever any batang ko like every time I make a slow, like it like a malane ba ko o tla dlala ka 10 and then I ke fitla ka 10 e bang pusha go tla ka 11 ke dulwa ke ema up until nako ba ba mphanyong go fela ke tla la le 30 minutes nyana e siame go fela ke kgone go etsa ntho ke batlang go etsa gore ba kgone bona gore le nna ke kgona go etsa yone mosebetsi wa bone as a female. So for now being a DJ ke dlala go di carnival like Gauteng Carnival, I'm the like the resident DJ, so ke dlwa ke dlala go teng. And for now in future I want to do production. I'm going to be the DJ Matabane, and I choose to be the solution.
My name is Sipho Patours. I'm an actor, I'm a storyteller, I'm a singer, I'm a poet. What makes Sipho the cut above the rest is that he's unique, he's spiritual, he's one of a kind, he's focused, concentrating, he perseveres a lot, he's patient, deep, hence he's in a process of writing a script called The Dawn of the Darkest Age, which is he collaborated with Peter Ramaini. June 16 means youth who fought for freedom, and I respect that with all my heart. Yet other people, they don't see it the way I see it, because I believe we are who we are today because of them, because of those who died in the struggle. The challenges that I faced with my craft is the breakthrough, because I believe so I have to go out there and touch many souls as I can, right? But it's a question of how and when. My plan to break through is to work with as many people as I can in different fields and stuff, but within the arts. So my plan is to, next year I'm planning to go and study music, then I'll come back and plow back to the community. My name is Themba Maduleka. I stay at 926 Robert Sobukwe Street. I live with my 2 daughters and my wife. I work as a garden boy, and my wife as a domestic worker. I have 2 beautiful daughters. One is disabled. I love them so much. They're so beautiful. They're like a star. They shine so bright in my world. I can't imagine my life without them. One morning, it was on Sunday, around about 9 o'clock. We were preparing to go to church. I heard a knock on the door. I can still smell the smoke outside, the tear gas smoke. I didn't want to go out there because people used to call me Mpimpi, because I didn't want to involve myself in these riots and stuff. The knock on the door. I went and opened the door. They were there. 3 men. And they kicked me into my house. They start asking me questions. Questions I don't know. I couldn't answer those questions because I didn't understand what they meant about those questions. I didn't know what. They said, "Where's Anele?"
where's Anele Masiko? I said, I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about. He said, I'll ask you again. Where's Anele? I said, I don't know, boss. I have never seen such a man before. He came closer. And he grabbed my daughter. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say to the man. He asked me again, where's Anela? I said, I don't know, sir. He said, I'll slaughter your daughter like a pig. I said, sir, I don't know what you're talking about. Please, don't touch my daughter like that. My wife was screaming. She was hurt. I've never seen her so scared before. And the man he slaughtered my daughter like a pig. I'll never forget that day. Never.
My name is Sipopa Tours, and I choose to be the solution.
My name is Prince Tepokwena. I'm a Sotho guy. I'm from Khutsong, Carltonville. I do hip hop, whether boom bap, whether trap. I just do hip hop basically. What makes me a cut above the rest? Isn't it about keeping it real? Especially like when doing music. Ne? Like since now I've been an MC, ne? I've been known for keeping it real and like representing my hood real hard. Basically, the flow staka and everything is something that's fresh from Khut. Never seen, never heard before. June 16 to me means what happened around June 16 in Soweto, where the student died for the rights, so that maybe they could not be taught in apartheid era and their languages. Me, as an individual, I'm not proud of the way people are looking forward to June 16. I think like struggle is about we're not living up to that. The challenges that I face regarding my craft. Firstly, we talk about money, because everything, maybe we go forward. We need guap. Via craft since you mentioned like we're not maybe doing like hip hop alone, but we also trying to push movement the hip hop session so that we make hip hop grow. In moving forward, we're trying to create our own recording booth so that we can have more time to make our music, because like this thing of going and paying someone at this too is costly, and like we don't even have guap to push some of the things we want to push aside. If being black is being broke so I cannot rich, well I've been black and I've been broke and I know shit except rich. But fact is, these days hustle only works for the fat kids. Church is a mock and the joke is you. Guess I'll go to church when the Pope is you. Focus, dude, at least they gave us schools. They say education comes with terms and conditions too. Mahatma taught me to be the change I wanna see, but the survivor for the fittest. I guess I gotta see the gym, but being poor seems like a black man's calling. They say education is key, but the fees ain't falling. What else does it take for this freedom to be free? Always freedom from within, cause this freedom isn't seen and religion isn't real. We need a better deal. They justify justice, we need a better peace. My name is Prince Tepokwena, aka Chronic, and I choose to be the solution.
My name is Piwe Kumalo, otherwise known as Motouch. I'm a beat maker, producer, / part-time MC. I'm from Khutsong. What makes me a cut above the rest is like the effort that I've put in, keeping on, no matter like the circumstances or the situation. Like that is, I believe that makes me like a cut above the rest. June 16 to me means like using what you have to actually overcome the limits, to actually fight against the norm. Like not having to accept whatever it is that they give to you, like settling for less. What challenges do I face in my craft? It's the finances, the equipment or the resources, proper resources for executing the type of ideas that we have. I think I overcome the challenges by looking beyond the lack of whatever thing that I need, using what I have, in terms of like the equipment, resources, because I believe that you don't need like a bigger studio, or you don't need like the most advanced softwares in order to do whatever that you want to do. To do whatever software that you have, so that you can overcome the challenge, because whatever you have is as good as the next best thing. Yo, what's up? My name is Motouch, and I choose to be the solution.
Lebitso la ka ke nna Kgositsile Monoto, aka Red Dot. I'm a poet, I'm a writer, a vocalist, and a facilitator. June 16 to me means that we need to re who we are, where we came from, and what was done in order for us to be where we are today. And also it is a way of us realizing that the struggles that we are faced with, we need to be able to fight them in all possible ways if possible, and do something with the time that we are given to achieve better than what we have. What makes me the cut above the rest is I get the chance to work with almost everyone in Khutsong that is an artist, upcoming artist, well-established artist, or anybody else who is a prominent individual and a resident in Khutsong. The challenges I face when within my craft are that I do a written craft above all, and we would like for people to read and inform themselves of that which we read and what other people are saying. So where I come from, or the people of my color, most of them are so the messages don't go as easily as you want them to go. Secondly, we don't have the equipment to be able to print out or document the things we want to document in a manner that we want them to be documented in. How we try to curb these challenges is that we have managed the workshops about thoughts and views, my book club that is run by one of our people, Mokasi, Mr. Babile, and also be able to meet up with other institutions like the KLC, the September Development Center, the Boom Bap Nation, to be able to actually exercise our will and our muscle when it comes to our potentials in order to achieve what we intend, especially when it comes to literature and informing some of us. Between me and you, a history is written. We are stories to be told, those not written but known, the infamous, famous rumors of his and her story. Between you and me, scars are found, some mended, others latent. Bruised are we, the carriers of these cries, these screams, these pleads of peace of his and her stories. Between us, love resides in dark crevices of our minds. Reminded are we, the first people of these lands, that on stone our languages have been inscribed. Crafted cradles of our systems are displayed, yet on white paper tainted we are. False tales are written to demean and distort the image us. But from a distant vantage point,
From a distant vantage point, we are blue. Suspended nothing that forms part of the whole. Airy, colorful waves that weave sensation.
My name is Lecwamotse, aka Red Dot. I choose to be the solution.
My name is Lecwamotse, otherwise known as Links the Professional. I'm a hip hop artist and a producer. I live in Carltonville, which is a town near Khutsong. What makes me a cut above the rest is that I'm upfront. I give it to you straight and raw. What I talk about, what I rap about is factual, but it's also spiritual. I kind of like want to say things that will touch your soul, things that will make you, that will spark a reaction out of what you hear when I talk to you. I don't want you to sit there and listen to my music passively. I actually want you to, I want to interact with my audience. That's what makes me a cut above the rest. Basically, to me, June 16 means taking initiative, taking action to become the change or to induce a change that you want to see in the world, whether it affects your community or your loved ones or the political situation, whatever it may be. That's what it means to me. The challenges that I face towards my craft is actually getting a platform. Yes, we do have gigs and we do have a radio station, and those are some of the platforms that we're using, but we don't reach as many people as I would like to, you know. And when I'm talking like this, I'm not talking only for myself, but I'm talking also for my partners, you know, people that we do music with. We're struggling to get an audience that is relatively, you know, like welcome to our art form, or that likes our music, so to say. What I do to overcome the challenge is that I record artists and I do not charge them, and I also produce for them. I make beats for them, and I try to sort of like help them in their art form. Because what I've noticed is that, like, if I'm gonna look out for you, then I'm hoping that, you know, that you might return the favor. And in a way, we will start creating a sort of like a wave where like we have an entourage of artists that work together for a common purpose. Cause someone else is getting richer over shit that we go through. They plots pitched to get us leashed on a roast stool. I played a custom dealt and I finally broke through. Who gives a damn how you make it out the gutter? Fool, cause bullets change governments quicker than votes do. The same principles instrumental to what we flow to. Him for company of bad bitches. Truth is, ghetto is cold and city of gold. Cause I'm in Joburg, city of prominence, where little girls get stripped of their innocence. Joburg, city of common sense, where little boys get killed for their ignorance. I learned the language that blends in, cause dollars, rands, rupee, pounds, euros speak loud at the president. And all we had was dreams to make him German ship instead, watching slum dogs rolling in Benzes. I am Links the Professional, and I choose to be the solution.
My name is Babi Leslim Mitani. I was born and raised in Khutsong. I'm a poet, a creative. I collect books, I collect music, and I just love anything that is artistic. What makes me a cut above the rest is that I'm a pioneer. I like, you know, starting things from scratch. You know, I'm an innovator, you know, and in all the projects I've, you know, done, or everything I've done, you know, I've always been the first to do it. What June 16 means to me, it means, you know, standing up for what you believe in, you know, regardless of the circumstances, you know, regardless of your environment. You know, if you believe in something, you know, you must, you know, stand up for it as young people. The challenges that I faced in the craft that I do, it's predominantly money. We used to do poetry shows, and one of the biggest challenges was, you know, money, and it still is now. Apart from that, also other resources like, you know, venues,
especially here around Mirafo. You know, there's a bigger challenges of proper venues for the events that we want to do. I plan to overcome my challenges by, you know, the power of collaboration and combining resources, you know, teamwork or synergy. I've realized that there's power in numbers. If you know somebody that can do something that could be useful for a project, you know, it's just a matter of approaching those people and sharing your vision, you know, with what you want to do. And usually if people, you know, are in line with your vision, they will, you know, help you with whatever you want to do. To protect new post-independence citizen children, parents like him repainted illusions of a future Kenya, while shouting out words of the national anthem as if volume would recreate reality. Nyepi's daily covenants with silence had all of a sudden lost their weight. Today, the voices of the dead, providing their own witness, take over his thoughts with a soundtrack, to remind Nyepi that the dying started long ago, before Pio, Tom, JM, before the red, black, green, and white flag fluttered one midnight in December. My name is Babile Mitani, and I choose to be the solution.
My name is Morena Mabue. I'm 22 years of age, born and bred in Khutsong, aspiring radio DJ, journalism student at the University of Johannesburg. What makes me a cut above the rest, man? I think it's perspective. I feel like I have a very fresh perspective, a different perspective from everybody else. I have a different take on certain issues. I bring about different aspects. I even like to call myself, you know, the up-and-coming radio Jesus. Futuristically, I have an eye for the future, where radio needs to go next, what it needs to cater for, and the new struggles, you understand? For me, June 16 speaks more to the youth than any other people within South Africa. And most importantly, it means the new age struggle of the youth and the new, you know, dispensation of the struggle and what we are fighting for as the youth of today. The challenges that I face within my craft is coming from a society where there aren't a lot of, you know, resources to actually realize your dream. But above all, it is a society that permits young people to dream, a society that lets young people be what they want to be and not to get them to think that they are dreaming too big or their dreams are too, you know, overscaled or something of that nature. I plan to overcome these challenges firstly by knocking on doors. That is the first and most important thing for me personally. Getting people to know what you do, know where you are, because I believe in a mantra that if you build it, they will come. So if you do not build anything, nobody will come. So by knocking on doors, I mean just going out there, meet people, make connections, be around the people that do what you want to do daily, and don't stop. Welcome to the show, good people. Morning Resurrection once again. Kasi Nation FM is where you're at. This is Morena Mabue at the helm of the show, 89.9 to 100 FM. I do hope that you tell a friend to tune in. Playing in the background is Nasty C. When Zamambara is the name of the song. The young prince that just came into the industry and is taking the industry by storm. Today we'll be talking about local elections that are coming up in our different, you know, municipalities. As we've seen maybe in most of our local communities, you know, rallies and posters that are up and, you know, politician campaigning because they need our vote once more. We do have the mayor in studio and the leaders of the opposition parties. I do hope that we will get, you know, election debate in studio today. But before we do jump into that, I do want to play you an interesting song by Coldplay. They just released again. So I hope that you do engage with me on such platforms. Give me a call. The number is 011 772 0992. Morena Rex Mabue at the helm. Let's go. My name is Rex Bantwana and I choose to be the solution.
My name is Lecwamotse, aka NXZ. I'm from Khutsong. I'm a lyricist, I rap. What makes me cut above the rest is the fact that I say the type of things that people are afraid to say. I don't really care much about the consequences. I cater much for people that are on the outskirts of society, basically. Give them a voice. But what June 16 basically means to me is going against the status quo. It means you don't always have to accept situations as they are because somebody up there decided that they are. You can always go against the grain, you can always go against the big people. You don't always need to have resources or money to do that. So that's what June 16 means to me. The challenges that one faces as an artist, especially in the cut, is getting beats, getting studio time, getting a full product basically. Having a finished product is a bit of a struggle. You have producers that charge you lottery money. You have people that want studio time at rates that are just crazy. I don't understand. And also getting the music out there to the people through different mediums. It's also a struggle. How I'm being a solution to the situation. I've released projects before, so I'm always pushing. I don't wait and say, ish, I can't get a beat because I don't have the money to buy a beat, or I can't get studio time. I always improvise. I'll do something. I'll check somebody else's beats and make it better than them, or I'll record. I'll use my phone or something just to get my music out there. Is the soul's nature to rebel at imposition? How much are you willing to risk in situation? Imagine a student risking his education, if he can call it that. We're the poorest black, so we don't really mind losing nothing. Check other blacks putting bullets in minus bag, so they died for 12.5 minus tax. It's actually less, cause they ain't even left to see the paycheck. Shit, my father was a mine boy, my mother a kitchen girl. I'm a graduate, struggling to get by in this white man's world. They saw me hope, might as well give me a hope. It's gonna take a lifetime to pay off these loans. Education is the key. How much you got, my friend? Van der Merwe needs a brand new Porsche again. So keep your Bible and screw your God, amen. My name is NXZ and I choose to be the solution.
My name is Thabo Putswa, aka Tero, aka Rolihlahla. I'm a graphic designer. I come from Extension 3 here in Khutsong, Carltonville in Merafong City. What makes me a cut above the rest is that I always strive to do the best at whatever I do, so that I can make sure that whatever I put out there into the world can actually reflect me in a positive light and actually bring some positivity to others. June 16, what it means to me is you shouldn't let problems overcome you. You should stand up and chase what you think is right for you. Like the youth of 1976, when they actually stood up and rioted against not being taught in a certain language they didn't want. People should also, like us, we should take that in consideration and not sit down and want things to happen. We should actually stand up and make things happen for ourselves. You should have the courage to do what you want to do and to strive to actually be what you want to be and do what you can and whatever you can, and don't let anything put you down. The challenges I face regarding my craft are, well, number one, I'm in the township, so people think when you tell them I'm a graphic designer that you just sit around and draw. So most people don't actually take it seriously that I can actually do stuff for them. They don't actually see the graphic designer around them. And number two, the people that actually do see it, now because I'm in the township, they think now they have to actually pay me below market standard for work they'd be paying someone about 5 times more than what they want to pay me. I plan on overcoming these challenges by just doing my craft whichever way I can in everyday life. Number one, there's a friend of mine who owns a workshop where he prints t-shirts. I help out with some designs that he does, make sure that there's actually people out there wearing things that I have designed. Friends of mine and I are actually currently trying to put out some work of our own where we're actually doing different designs in the whole like fashion scope type thing. And I take on odd jobs with that person and that person who wants like a logo or a website or something, so that in my spare time I'm actually still carrying on with my craft and then it does not run away from me.
My name is Tabo Putsa, and I choose to be the solution.
Sir, that's my name. Bitolaga Tota ke Bafana Mtini. I'm from Khutsong, Town, I like to call it. I'm an artist, a hip hop artist in particular. That's who I am. What makes me a cut above the rest is I'm Sir, right? And I think I find it difficult to imitate other people, and I don't like sounding like other people or looking like other people. I don't like to be me. I try by all means to actually separate myself from others. That's what makes me, a cut above the rest. June 16 is like a memory. Like for me, it's a memory that in a way resembles, or maybe like represents rather a very life-changing, I don't know, event. That's what June 16 is for me. It is a memory that, will always be there. The challenges that I face with regards to my craft have to be the audience. Being from Khutsong and doing the type of sound or the type of music that I make, makes it difficult for me to reach out to the people of Khutsong. It makes it difficult for me to perform for them or to rap for them. I keep on, I guess I perform a lot of times because of maybe the language that I rap in and the sound that I like rapping on and such things. I think it's only like my biggest challenge with regards to my craft. I'm overcoming the challenge by doing it. I cannot convince people otherwise. People go for whatever they want to go for, and if I'm not gonna do what I want to do, then it's gonna be me suffering. I believe there's people out there. The world is big. I don't just look at Khutsong as a town and say, Khutsong, is the only place that I'm gonna market my music. There are people out there that think like me, and that is my audience, and I hope that I find it one day. Imagine me a slim at last and picture days when dinner plates were clean. The music is a stranger dream. We never thought that we'd participate with hunger pains in our stomach with only Zumbak to alleviate the industry's bitter taste. Realist fakes to alliterate masses for whom the name was the biggest aim. But I might just fight us till I write this, for the wrong is right when writers never write such. I speak in big words, no one complains about the budget speech, so I guess I'll be heard. And some will call us deep nerds. I let them speak first and let these records measure weak trends. They say we'll live last cause we smoke and drink less. And though sometimes I feel west, I'll always keep fresh. Like I chose to speak last to hold a deep breath. I'd blow and get to be where nobody sees earth on my African hip hop. Say, my name is Sir and I choose to be the solution.
My name is Tumelo TJ Celeb of Nzangostis, and I rap a lot. I'm from Khutsong, by the way. What makes me a cut above the rest, I'd like to believe, basically my individuality. I don't think like anybody else, so I like to be comfortable in my own skin and do what I do, do what everybody knows in my way. June 16 is a time for the youth to be free. I'd like to base my focus more on the artistic side. We have like more people doing weird things that we never knew before. People have their own ways of interpreting what they understand from that, and we individual artists and individuals, we understand more from them and their interpretation of what we never knew. With regards to my craft, the challenges that we mostly face is a lack of knowledge of how to like spread and get out there, how to get word about what we do and about our product. Mostly we don't have the resources at like the nearby spots and whatnot. we have to go out and hunt for places where we can record and do our thing. So mostly it's information and whatnot. I plan to overcome these challenges by working with like key people. We have people who know a lot about marketing. We have people who know graphics. We have people who are good at producing and whatnot. We also have fellow singers and fellow rappers and whatnot. So we can all merge our experiences and collaborate, push each other forward.
I give black outs like 2 cases of black label. I'm black and able, basically stable. I rock hairs like back in the cradle. I'm from 8 bars to 10. 12 bars to 16, went quick like 5th gear. My rhyme style's a specialty, my specialty's a bliss. My verse without a punchline's like foreplay without a kiss. A magician without a tricks and a drama without a sticks. I'm like underground rock, when I drop I take lives. Like 2 bulletproofs when you shoot with 8 nines. I'm complex but simple, like walking fast but crippled. Like low cuts and gangster pants, I never waste lines.
I'm Tumelo TJ Celebre and I choose to be the solution.
My name is Dumi Mata, and I'm from Khutsong. I am a fashion stylist, a cinematographer, makeup artist. I'm an artist in general. What makes me a cut from the rest is because I am very comfortable with who I am. I think I was born to create, and I express myself in any way possible. I don't want to call myself different or anything, right? But I'm comfortable with who I am, and embrace that. My roots, whatever I stand for, I embrace that daily. I think it's very important as an African child to learn about your culture and embrace who you are and where you come from. And for me, June 16 means so much about my history and where I come from. It's a very rich date. The story itself is so rich. And I think it's important for us to embrace it. The challenges that I face regarding my craft are mainly financial more than anything. I have so many plans that I have, and I would love to grow as an artist, and to do that, unfortunately, you need money to make things happen. I plan to overcome my challenges by working harder, just invest more time into my craft and working with as many artists as possible until I thrive. I'm already there, I'm almost there, but all I have to do is just work harder. My name is Dumi Mata, and I choose to be the solution.
My name is Kagiso Sogone, aka Vibration Taylor. I'm an artist, journalist, I'm also a businessman, and just a philosopher, I could say. What makes me a cut above the rest, I believe that it is my unique ability to tell my story and other people's stories. I can paint a picture, and I'm versatile also, I'm very creative in the sense that my mind is very stimulated by anything. So I believe that my skills also make me a cut above the rest. I believe that what I have to say also makes me a cut above the rest. June 16, well, basically for me, it's a day that kind of like it was an indication of the potential that the youth has. It was like a mark, a day of remembrance, to remember like the power that young people have. The challenges that I faced have been basically financially, because it's always been a struggle to do anything without money, you know, especially when you're coming from the township, you know, and you have dreams, you have goals, you have the ability, in fact. But the only thing is just the transition to making it real. I'm overcoming my challenges by basically taking a step. You know, I've realized that I have to create myself by developing strategies to promote myself as an artist, as I have dropped a new mixtape and I've been promoting that. Yeah, I'm doing my own gigs, and that's a way that I realized that I can generate my own income and to build my brand and fan base.
Came out from the rags and shacks, blacks on blacks, so quite complex. Apex when I drop on tracks, the returns of Malcolm X. Pump it up with Puff and Glasgow, super flex up, shooter raps on fools and facts. Bamba clats and pussy cats, passion acts and action packs, no artifacts, no movie sets. Struggle less to truly cast, politics and booby traps. While I live and scraps with roaches rest, kicking backs and I'm throwing chaps. Damn, they stab my nigga Max and next they stab my niggas Drex. They both left in body bags, though rehearsing more events. Consequence and circumstance, no evidence, just paying tax. Party with my crazy friends, break the law and make amends. Books and rhymes, packs and stacks. Ain't no time to relax unless if I'm blazing herbs. And maybe that's perhaps all my shit is so perplexed. Spend my time jumping fence. Hex you haters, take a chance, and that's a warning in advance. I text for my reflex, mine reflex when I react. Spitting verbs, I'm doing worse. Pens and pads, riding fast. Situations turn to worse. Pressure burst and tire bands, pop wire fence and pop events. Ghetto boys and ghetto girls in the midst of smoking gas. Rubber bullets on the backs is rough and rugged, torn to wrecks. Story gets to deepest ends in a pocket full of craps. Take some steps, somebody grabs and drags you down to the rest. Ghetto niggas represent.
My name is Khutsong, aka Vibration Taylor, and I choose to be the solution.